What is going on, guys? Killtree back to you today with another video. So we got a new archetype coming out in Savage Strike here in February. So let's go ahead and talk about the Guardragons. First up, we have Ustia the Guardragon, a water dragon tuner normal monster, level 2, 0 attack, 2100 defense. There's no effect to go over, so I just kind of wanted to point that out. Normal monster for the archetype, tuner monster, that's a level 2, and 2100 defense for a level 2 monster. Pretty cool. Moving on, we have Garmedes, the Guardragon, an Earth Dragon effect, level 3 monster. 1600 attack, 1000 defense. Effect reading, you can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. If a normal monster is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one dragon monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add this card to your hand. Okay, so I mean, it helps you link climb, and then I don't know. It doesn't say that it can really be. It doesn't say that it has to be sent from the field, so you could like Foolish Burial it or Dragon Shrine it. It can also recur, but it doesn't special summon itself. So I mean, you're getting card advantage back depending on what you're sending to the graveyard, and depending on how your graveyard is set up. So, I mean, basically, if you're Vanilla Ghost, this is the one that special summons from the hand. And then we'll get into more of those kind of effects the more monsters we get into. The third Guardragon, we have Promenesis. I don't know how to say these names. They're all fucking Greek or some shit. Promenesis the Guardragon. Fire Dragon effect, level 1, 500 attack, 200 defense. You can only use this card's name's second effect once per turn. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one dragon monster you control, gains 500 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card is in your graveyard while a normal monster is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's another normal monster sent to your graveyard special summon effect, where the Earth monster is special summoned from hand, and then this one is special summoned from graveyard. Also notice that the first effect's not a quick effect, and I don't understand why they didn't do that. To where you could activate during the damage step, in case you just need that extra 500 for some kind of protection or pushing for damage. You have to do it on your turn. And I get that it's until the end of your opponent's turn, but at the same time, they could have just made a quick effect and it would have been so much better. It's also a level 1, so 1-for-1 targets, link Karibo target, stuff like that. And then moving on, we have Andrake the Guardragon, a Wind Dragon special summon effect. What? A Wind Dragon effect monster, level 4, 2000 attack, 600 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by a card effect. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn. If this card is special summoned from the hand or deck, you can double this card's original attack and defense until the end of the turn. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard or is banished, or if this banished card is special summoned, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Okay, so you special summon this out any kind of way, you have a 4K level 4. That's pretty cool in my opinion. So I mean, you could like reason this out, and get its effect. And then if it's, you know, you special summon it from your graveyard, or if it's banished and you special summon it, you get the pop a card for free. So it's basically a +1. You know, it's good for interruption if you can revive it during your opponent's turn with like Call of the Haunted or just any kind of other revival effect. So moving into the link monsters of this, they're all link 1s, except for the link 2. So first off, we have Elpie the Guardragon, a dark dragon link effect monster with a link 1, link pointer pointing to the left, 1000 attack. Materials being 1 level 4 or lower dragon monster. You can only special summon Elpie the Guardragon once per turn. You can only use this card's name's second effect once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters. During your main phase, you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand or deck to your zone 2 or more link monsters are pointing to. So it's got the restrictions that you can only special summon dragon monsters, so you're going to want to run these with the guard dragons and then the guard dragons and another dragon deck. You're not going to be able to summon out a couple of different link monsters, but then again, we've also got dragon link monsters, and plenty more to come, I can guarantee that. The second effect, where it can special summon from hand or deck to your zone 2 or more link monsters are pointing to. That can be kind of hard to set up, but you've also got ways of recurability to get multiple guard dragons back from the hand or graveyard or deck, and then have them point around. There's also a spell card that allows you to move them around once per turn. We'll get into that one here in a little bit. But it's not that hard to get those 2 zones link monsters are pointing to, especially if your opponent has a monster that points to one of your zones. You could special summon just one of these and then move it with the spell card, and that's just a free monster from your deck or your hand. And that's got no restriction on the monster from the deck either, so you can summon out Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon or Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, whatever that one is. But moving on to the next level one, we have Pisty the Guard Dragon, Dark Dragon Link Effect. Link 1, 1000 attack, and the link pointer pointing to the right this time. Materials also being 1 level 4 or lower dragon monster. You can always special summon Pisty the Guard Dragon once per turn. You can only use this card's name second effect once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters. You can target one of your dragon monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, special summon it to a zone 2 or more link monsters are pointing to. So this one's just like LP. Instead of being from your hand or deck, this one is from your banished or your graveyard. So, I mean, that's pretty simple. The only thing I can say about these 2 monsters is that I wish it didn't have the level 4 or lower dragon monster. I wish it was just one dragon monster, because then you could do the whole Sky Striker thing where you could swap them out. But then again, I also understand that you would only be able to summon, one of them, and that would kind of be counterproductive. Or you can summon them both, but you can only special summon them once per turn, so you wouldn't be able to revive them or anything like that. Moving on to the big Link 2, we have Agarpain the Guard Dragon, a Dark Dragon Link Effect monster. Link 2, 1500 attack. Link pointers pointing to the top and the bottom. It is 2 dragon monsters, so this one is more generic, and that's what I like about this one. But getting into the effect, you can only special summon Agarpain the Guard Dragon once per turn. You can only use this card's name second effect once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 dragon monster from your extra deck to either a zone on your field or an extra monster zone that 2 or more link monsters are pointing to. So I think Agarpain is fucking broken. Even though it has that restriction, you'll be able to link into one of the link ones by using your normal monster, pop the effects of the fire or the earth to special summon from the graveyard or from the hand, or both if you have it set up that way. And then link into this, move the link 1 somewhere, and then special summon any dragon monster from your deck. So that could be like a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. That can be, I don't know. Is Trishula a dragon? Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend of the Abyss. Any dragon you can think of from the extra deck. There's no restrictions on it. There's nothing stopping it. As long as it can be special summoned. It doesn't have to be synchro summoned, or it doesn't have to be Xyz summoned, or it doesn't have to be fusion summoned, or it doesn't have to be link summoned. That's a free monster from the extra deck. So you could go into so many different plays that it's fucking ridiculous in my opinion. So we're going to move on to the spells. First up, we have Guardragons Barrier, a field spell. You can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. You can target 1 dragon monster you control. It gains 100 attack and defense times the link rating total of all link monsters on the field until the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn, if exactly one dragon monster you control would be destroyed with battle or card effect, you can send one normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard instead. So I mean, this first effect counts for your opponent's link monsters too. So if your opponent has 2 or 3 link monsters on the field, and it's like a link 2 and a link 3 and a link 4, or a link 4 and a link 4, or just, you know, any kind of multiples, you can get like anywhere from like 200 to 1,000 to, if it's like a Go keyboard, to like, I don't know, 1,500. I can't do the fast maths. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to make a great difference because it's only one of your dragon monsters. But then again, you also have to realize you can special summon any dragon from the extra deck and then give it that boost. And then you can do some insane bullshit, in my opinion. And then it's got that nice protection effect. To where once per turn, if a dragon monster you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send a normal monster. So then you can proc off your Earth or Fire if they're in the graveyard or in the hand. And I mean, you're just getting free fodder at that point, or free defenses at that point. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the second spell card, we have Guardragon of the World Legacy, a continuous spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. When this card is activated, you can target one level 4 lower dragon monster in your graveyard, either add it to your hand or special summon it. Once per turn, you can target one dragon monster you control and move it to another main monster zone on your field. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, this is that spell card that allows you to move your Link 1s around, or even your Link 2 if you need to somehow. And be able to start proccing off those if you have 2 monsters pointing to the same zone bullshit effects, and just start going crazy, or start link spamming, or I don't know. And then you can special summon, you know, any level 4 or lower dragon from your graveyard, or add it to your hand. But most likely you're going to be special summoning from the graveyard, and then using it for more dragon link fodder. This deck is cool, and I'm a big fan because this deck is very splashable with other dragon decks, and everybody's come to know that dragon decks are pretty powerful, but they have a little bit of restrictions on being able to summon dragon monsters, so you gotta find the right combos in order to get those monsters out from the deck, or get those monsters out from the extra deck, or the graveyard, or your banished file, or anything like that. They give them a tuner, and it's possible that they can get a synchro in the future, since it's a synchro set, or in the future sets that they can get a synchro monster. But they've done tuners to archetypes in the past and didn't give them synchro monsters, so I wouldn't be surprised. All 4 of the Guardragons are like the main attributes: wind, water, fire, earth, and then all of the links are dark. So there's also a possibility that they could get a Link 3 or Link 4 in the future, and it could be light, or it could be another dark, and it could be even more powerful than the other 2. Yeah, I mean, they're going to rely hard on the fact that you need zones that 2 link monsters point to, but at the same time, it's not going to be impossible, especially with the spell card and all the reborning effects that you could do. The level, what is it, level 1, level 3, I think, are reliant on the normal monsters to go to the graveyard to recover, so I can see a lot of combos going off, but at the same time they're once per turns, so I'm not too sure. Thinking about just like a play off the top of my head, like I could see Dragon Shrine being splashed in this really well, as well as Foolish Burial. So you could like Dragon Shrine to help set your graveyard up. You could send the water normal monster set your graveyard up to where you get the special summoning from Graveyard Guardragon in there, and you can also have the um, Guardragon that special summons from hand, and then you also still have your normal summon, so you could have like another normal monster, and then you can just start going through your link climbings. So you'll send like the fire, you can summon the vanilla, link off into one of the link ones, special summon the fire and the earth, move your link one, special summon link two, special summon from your graveyard or the deck or the extra deck. Is this deck a standalone deck? It could be, but it's definitely got synergy with other decks. Like I could see someone building a Blue Eyes variant or a Red Eyes variant, like I said, or like a Chaos Dragon variant, Elemental Dragon variant. I don't know. Just this is pretty cool, and I kind of see I really want to see what the OCG does with this deck, and I'm going to be playtesting with this one, and I hope you guys will be looking forward to that. Playtests are one of my favorite videos to make. But I mean, that's really all I got. I want to know what you guys think about the Guardragons. I want to know if you think they're going to be pretty cool. Do you think they're cool? Do you think they suck? Are they standalone, or are they an engine? Let me know down in the comment section below. Shoot me a like. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It took me a while to make this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And I think that'll be all. Thanks for watching, y'all. This is where the train ends with me, your host, Train. If you made it this far, I think of you. If you could go ahead and show me some support, that'd be fucking fantastic. I would appreciate all of it. Thumbs up if you liked the video, comment any opinions or ideas you have for me. Consider hitting that sub button for me for more weekly content that I keep intending to put out about our beloved pieces of expensive cardboard. That'll be it for me. I'll catch you guys next time.